Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this will be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
It was the Eagles that shocked the Patriots in Foxborough last year who will get the upper hand here as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback calling the shots under center. It'll be Carson Wentz.
And what a season Carson Wentz was having in 2017 after a rookie season that was a little bit up and down, as you might expect. He was having an MVP caliber year. 33 touchdown passes at the time of his injury. Had his team at 11-2. Riding high. Everyone thought that might be it for the Eagles. There goes their dream of winning a Super Bowl. Instead, Nick Foles comes in, team rallies, saves the day, and they end up winning the Super Bowl anyway. But Carson Wentz had a big hand in getting him in that position.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
An electric force out of the backfield is Jay Ajayi, who made the most out of his midseason exit from Miami and acquisition by the Philadelphia Eagles. The leading rusher in the playoffs for the Eagles helped power them to a Super Bowl with his ability to see holes where people don't think they exist and turn them into long runs.
They run with a play. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 67 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. Bringing them out is, of course, one of the most iconic QBs in NFL history, 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
And when you go back and sum up the 2017 season and 2018 postseason with Tom Brady, started in his 8th Super Bowl game, and he's become just the 2nd player in the 4 major U.S. sports to win an MVP award after the age of 40. Only Barry Bonds did it in Major League Baseball. And how about this for one little neat fact? Those two went to the exact same high school.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Hey, I'm looking outside of Julian Edelman right now because he's back after injury in 2017. How about his 2016 season? 98 catches, over 1,100 yards. But how does he get that done? Works out of the slot a lot, plays with a lot of fire, a lot of fury, and a lot of intelligence. Understands how to run routes, set people up, and finishes it off with big catches.
And a dump off to White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
A Pro Bowler each of the last 3 seasons. Fletcher Cox could blow up the run like nobody this side of Aaron Donald. When I asked him how he handled double teams, he said the first thing I want to do is get the hands of the first blocker off of me, then I'll just go ahead and deal with the second guy.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Pretty move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. So
into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Here's a Ajayi. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up, and he gets to him and makes the play.
On 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 27 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Jordan Matthews all by himself. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Brady now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him in the middle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
20.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This a 43-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made him buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This, of course, week 2 of the preseason, but we did have a couple of teams that got the extra game. The Hall of Fame game was played on a Thursday this year between Arizona and Dallas.
Yeah, and they welcomed in this year's Hall of Fame class of 2017. And what a class it was. Morton Anderson, the kicker, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner.
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. but right now with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 14-3, that's our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st down, Brady goes underneath here to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady, and his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down, check. 20.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Start fast, fellas. Start fast.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and throw them on the field, folks. He wants that type of stuff.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCoy. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Here's a carry down for Mike Gillisley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
20! Wait, twist it! Twist it!
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman is complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll run with a former Badger, it's Corey Clement. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
This is Ajayi, and an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. To play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first is Wentz. He finds the rookie from South Dakota State, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Wentz now on first down. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And 10. Here's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now Wentz again. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Come on now. Come on now.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Floating one, incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to the guys in just a bit. This, one of 3 games to kick off the 2nd week of preseason action. We'll have 5 more tomorrow night, 7 on Saturday, and then our first Monday nighter of the year, Baltimore at Indianapolis. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
4 down, check, 4 down. Set!
Hoyer. And a catch made by Kenny Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. force at the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go now.
Here's Hoyer. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Foles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Here's Foles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack. Off
the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, they run with Burkhead. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. And now he'll turn and off his back. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hall. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
All right, here we go.
Now Burkhead. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding some room at midfield. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Wilson, 62 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now on first down, he'll drive to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hoyer now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Right side here, it's Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go.
Hoyer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Set.
Now Hoyer. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Foles. Catch made right side to Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Foles. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
Here's Foles. His throw incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete left side to tight end Rodgers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back to throw again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Wilson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Here we go now.
Here's Hoyer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. Philip Dorsett puts it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. First carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Were you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.